Hello, friends.
Hello, everybody. Looks like we've got a couple people from YouTube already. Welcome. We're back with Jasmine this time for our trivia. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm like a visitor now on the trivia front, right? As I adjust my random rogue hairs there. It's great to see everybody. I love being here with the trivia music. It's like a treat on trivia days. We get like a little bit like lighter with the energy, the excitement because everybody wants to win some money. Does everyone know what trivia is? Nichole, you want to share?
I think so. So once a month here on the Inlera University channel / accounts, depending on where you're watching from, we go over about 15 to 20 questions, usually based on what we've been talking about the last month or what we're going to be talking about this month. We play a little quick game of Kahoot, and first and second place win some Amazon gift cards. So we actually have that. There we go. So if you go to kahoot.it, or if you're on your phone and you're fancy, you can use the Kahoot app, and we've got the game pinned down there, so you can go ahead and join. Let's see.
And I can share, I guess, to see. We've got some folks. Will it be better if I share it on the screen so that they could see?
Yes, that'll be perfect.
Awesome. We'll get it.
It's been so long, Jasmine forgets how trivia works.
I know. I'm like, wait, what was I supposed to do with this other screen over here? Let me see.
Let's see. Hi, Packy. Hockey. I don't remember. Let's see. Marina. Hello. Oh, hi, Wannabe Natural. Welcome.
There it is. Hey guys. Oh my gosh, some names I haven't seen. Wannabe Naturals here, NC worker. I remember y'all. So good to see you, Packy Gamer. Great to see you. I love it. Marina, great to see you here. So I just shared the screen, you guys. Nichole has it at the bottom down there on the scroll as well. So you want to explain what they got to do with this in case they're watching this and never been on here?
So we do usually recommend that you have two devices, either a computer and a phone, or two phones, or whatever works for you best. So you can have the stream going on one screen. That's where you'll see the questions, and then Kahoot open in another browser or on another screen so that you can go ahead and answer. Because on the Kahoot side, you're only going to see the answers. It doesn't really, or the you're going to see the answer options. It doesn't always show up the questions. You have to watch the stream for that part. So if you have two devices, that's the most efficient way to make sure that you're kind of keeping up with the stream that way. I think computer, phones, I don't think there's any options. You could be streaming on your TV, I guess, if you're really tech savvy. But if you're doing that, you probably don't need my advice.
This is true. This is very true. So my friends that are like still, I see some comments about not being able to see, I guess, the links on Facebook. So you can go to the Kahoot app if you have your phone device, and just it's a Kahoot, and there's an exclamation at the end of it. So Kahoot app is the app that you're looking for, and then there's also the website if you want to go on a computer. So Kahoot.it, and then you're going to put the code in that's on the screen there. That's 670-5681, 670-5681, and then you should be able to see it. So if you're on a different place that you can't see our comments being posted in there, you could check out the screen or, rewind me, I guess. You probably can remind me. Rewind me to what I just said.
So that link should work for joining.
Oh, yeah. Nicole's putting in there, too, a join link. Now, keep in mind, if you click on that link, if you're on your primary device, it'll take you away from the screen. So you're going to want to log back into YouTube from whatever secondary device so that you don't miss out on the discussions as well, or the tips and the things that we'll share. So I see 7 folks in. What do you think, Nichole? Another moment or so?
Yeah, let's see. Some people can trickle in here. Oh,
I love these avatars. They're so cute. I love how they
Right?
blink at you.
You can like change hats and stuff, so if you watch, they'll cycle through like their little
Oh,
accessories.
how cute. I dig the accessories.
I see a couple people commenting about links for the trivia, so I did just drop it in all of our little social medias. If you have 2 devices or multiple screens, you can scan little QR code next to the code on the stream here. And like Jasmine, I mentioned, there's the app and Kahoot.it for the website. So there's a couple of different ways to get there. If anyone's still having trouble, please let us know. We can try something else, but hopefully that'll kind of iron things out. Hi, Velma. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And no, Carrie's not joining us today. Jasmine decided that she wanted to come back into the fold a little bit, take her chance at trivia.
It's a time zone difference, you guys. So Carrie's not able. She's still the creator of these Kahoots. So you're connected to Carrie still, but I am the. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say yeah. So Jasmine also has no idea what the questions are today. So me and her both have no idea what's coming up next. Just like
exactly, it'll be a big surprise for all of us, and then I'll be like, "Who knows the right answer?" Just kidding. I'm pretty sure I know the answers. We'll say that. Pretty sure. Fingers crossed. I love it. All right, you guys, this is so cute. My Melvina, is it? I love your ice cream hat. That is like the cutest thing I've ever seen. All right. Well, we can get this party going. You ready to start?
All right.
All right, my friends. And if you're just getting on here and you don't know what we're talking about, we'll leave the scroll at the bottom. We are about to go into trivia. You can join at any point. So the trivia doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have be a part of all the questions, because there's a lot of things that factor into whether or not you can win. So first and second place do receive Amazon gift cards. So if you are on this party right now and you are not even sure what we're talking about in our quiz today, there's still a chance, because it's all multiple choice. So you could just come and click on the screen and try it out. See how you are at random selection. So, all right, friends, let's get it going. Today is medical office reception. All right, so we're talking front end of the revenue cycle. The name of the process used to confirm a patient's insurance coverage dates. Oh, look, I'm wearing a hat. That's so cool.
Oh, did you not see it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys had a great 4th. All right, what is the name of the process used to confirm a patient's insurance coverage date?
Authorization, scheduling, verification, or eligibility.
All right, very
Congrats.
good. Yeah, eligibility. So that's kind of a tricky one. Authorization, though, my friends, is not. So the thing that I would say would be tricky would be verification, because we say that very often. But when we talk about coverage dates, it's typically we are checking to see whether they are eligible for coverage. Therefore, it is called eligibility. Authorization is not the correct answer, because authorization is what we do to request the permission, essentially, for the patient to receive a particular type of service. Ideally before we perform that service. So authorization is nothing to do directly with the coverage dates. I hope that helps. All right, on to the next question. Let's see. Oh, wait, here we go. Scoreboard. Whoa.
So congrats to Swan, Tarzan, and Pink Gal.
Yeah, Pink Gal, your flowers are so cute. All right, my friends, I saw less responses than who are playing. So just a reminder that, it's multiple choice. Just click on the screen.
And you get points for being fast and correct. So even if you're not sure, just go ahead and guess, because if you are correct, you can get extra points that way.
What's the very first step in the revenue cycle?
We haven't talked about that in a minute.
Yeah, it's a hard one, actually. It's a hard one. I see is it Marina on YouTube comments? You have to. I like that you're putting the answers here, but definitely click it on the app in Kahoots. If you don't, then we aren't going to be able to have you as a part of the podium, but as a part of the winner's circle. So, what is the very first step in the revenue cycle? The correct answer is referral, because either the patient refers themselves or they self-refer. So before someone even chooses to it's a tricky one, because yes, scheduling is typically what happens as a result, but first the patient needs to know that they need to be seen or go to the provider, right? So it's either an actual referral that they are being provided from their primary care, or they're choosing to self-refer, which means that they are looking up the providers on their insurance directory, or Googling or something like that, right? So it is first referral. So that was a tricky one. Claim submissions, definitely not the right answer. I'm not even going to go into explaining why that is, but definitely scheduling. You guys were barking up the right tree, but that is technically the next step after the referral process. Oh yeah, we didn't. No one got that right.
I was gonna say, have a stat scoreboard.
Oh, read the options. Yes, Paki says, "Can I read the options?" Totally can read the options. Sorry, yeah. If you're using a small device, maybe it's smaller. I'm not sure how it looks on different devices. So I will absolutely read. We'll read the options there. True or false? A referring primary provider is also referred to as an RPP. True is the blue one, false is the red one. True or false? A referring provider is also referred to as an RPP. Ooh, 50-50 there. So to be totally honest, I don't even know what RPP stands for. So just kidding. It doesn't. I'm pretty sure that she was just kind of like teasing a little bit there. So no, the referring primary provider is always our primary provider, primary care provider, our PCP. So even if it's not a designated PCP, meaning they're not required to have one listed on their plan, we still refer to them as a PCP. So RPP is whatever RPP is. I don't know what that is. Oh, Pink Owl, Swan and Pink Owl, right at the top. Pink Owl, you rose up to the second place ranking here. My friends, if you are just joining or you're trying to get back on, you're going to get onto Kahoot. It's scrolling at the bottom. You can go to the app or go to the website, kahoot.it, and put in the PIN, which is 670-5618. 670-5618. So you can still join, because there are, we're going to go through 20 questions. And again, it's not because a lot to do with speed and accuracy as well. What does the acronym PPO stand for? What does the acronym PPO stand for? The red is Private Provider Organization. The blue is Personal Protection Order. The orange or yellow is Preferred Provider Organization. And the green is Patient Provider Organization.
Couple of good options here.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of confusing options in that. Way to go, Carrie, for the confusing options. The ones that make us kind of say, the things that make you say, All right. So yes, the correct answer is Preferred Provider Organization. And the others actually are not even words that we utilize in healthcare. So personal protection order is a thing, but it is not something that we deal with very much in healthcare. And yes, Preferred Provider Organization is something you need to know if you're taking your any sort of certification really in the healthcare industry. Is typically going to have these acronyms or abbreviations that you're going to define, and Preferred Provider Organization is a very common one. So PPO is a type of insurance plan, really common open access one that really allows the patient to self-refer. As long as the providers are within the network, they are able to self-refer and don't require authorizations or referrals. Can we answer in the chat? Yeah, only in Kahoot. Hi, Linda. So you're welcome to answer in the chat, but if you answer in the chat, we won't see you on the winner's podium, and that is how we offer you guys those Amazon gift cards. So if you can join on the app, borrow someone's phone and join us on the app, so that way you get the chance to win the gift card, because it keeps track of the scores and the speed and all of that. Makes it fair. in Kahoot on the app. You want to read the next one, Carrie? Carrie, I called you Carrie. Nichole. Sorry.
Sure. All right. Congrats, Swan.
I like it. I like it.
Let's see. In the insurance world, the acronym POS stands for place of service, provider of service, that one's the blue, point of service for yellow, or practice of service for green. So we know what S is for sure. And O for that matter.
Mm-hmm. This is a tricky one. I love it.
Way to go. Little tricky, but most of you got there.
Yeah.
See, I worked retail, so I have one version of that and then a not stream appropriate acronym.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
There's a few that came to mind, and it was not this one.
I didn't even think about it. Actually, yeah, when POS in retail, it's not the cash register or something, or like the actual tool that they use to sell stuff, to like do sales, right? So like point of sale is what they call it.
Yeah.
POS. Yeah, interesting. I didn't even think about that. Being in healthcare, you're like, oh, that's right. There is another meaning for POS. But yeah, place of service is the tricky one. My friends who answered place of service, because it is something that we often utilize in the billing world. But when we talk, that's why the question specifically said in the insurance world, because point of service is a kind of insurance plan. And remember, today we're talking the front end of the revenue cycle, so medical reception. So it's definitely a tricky question, but it is point of service. That is the kind of insurance plan. That's what I like to call like a gray plan. So there's definitely like a blend between HMO and PPO in our point of service plans. So let's see how our scoreboard's looking. Nice. Malvina, you jumped up. Oh, and then Swan's on fire. What does that mean, Nichole?
So they've got a streak. You can see it at the bottom. There's a streak of 3 correct answers. So if you get enough answers in a row, you're on fire. You're on a streak.
I like it. You're on fire, Swan. I like your glasses are dope. Did you change the glasses? They're super cute. All right. True or false? A copay is the amount that must be paid before the insurance will pay insurance claims. A copay is the amount that must be paid before the insurance will pay insurance claims. True or false?
Just that sentence was tricky.
Yeah. It's missing an N. I just noticed that. That's why it was tricky now.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Everyone got there in the end.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. Yeah. And what is the amount that must be paid before the insurance will pay claims? Anyone want to put that into our chat on YouTube? Can you bounce between
so those of you
apps?
who weren't answering in the quiz, you can answer in the comments now.
Exactly. Answer in the comments. What is the amount that must be paid before the insurance will pay insurance claims?
Let's see.
Do you know, Nichole?
Absolutely not.
I'm just
no idea.
Nichole has been developing her insurance knowledge and working with us over the last year. Yay, Marina said it. Deductible. Flash that on the screen.
There we go.
Good. Yeah, high five, Marina. Yep. Perfect. That is absolutely right. Yeah. With a copay, it is absolutely recommended that the patient that the patients are the ones who pay for that, right? That the patient covers the copay before the insurance, and that's required, at the time of service. But it has really no impact on the processing of the claims, right? Unless the copay is much higher than the actual allowed amount, then you're going to still receive payment from the insurance company. They're still going to process your claims, and they're going to assume that you collected the copay, right? Because they deduct the copay amount, but it has no direct impact on the claims themselves. Cool. I forgot I was in control. I'm like, okay, we're ready to move on.
We're all just chilling.
I forget I'm sharing screen. So what happened? Did it shift?
Let's see. I think Pink Gal and Melvina. I think most people got it. Not Wolf, but
okay. Yeah, Wolf, where you at? Just press some buttons. Try it out. Just click on some things. Let's see. What is the acronym for the government plan that covers children? What is the acronym for the government plan that covers children? That's a great question.
So red is MC, blue is BCBS, yellow is VA, and green is SCHIP.
Good. Yes. S-chip. S-chip. That's right. And so, okay, I see some people putting in there MC. It's kind of a trick question. Typically, when we say MC, we're talking Medicare, or MCR for Medicare. But so Medicaid, the program that covers children is the S-chip, which is the state-run plan. So it's the state children's health insurance plan or something like that is what it stands for. So it's a big mouthful, but we call it S-chip. Or SHIP, but most people call it S-chip because it's less confusing. There's actually a C in there, and it is issued through the state Medicaid plan. That's why it's kind of a trick question there. But S-chip is the actual. Again, we're looking to make sure that you guys have knowledge that is relevant for on the job, but then also relevant if you're planning on sitting for any sort of certifications, and you would need to know S-chip as the certification, as the plan type, not just that Medicaid is the one who covers that plan. Cool. Let's see, where's our scoreboard looking at? Nice.
So it looks like Malvina's on a streak now. Congrats, streak of 4.
Yes, I love it. Streak of 4, the highest answer streak of 4. Super cool. It's the ice cream. It's working for you. It's working for you.
So true or false? The TRICARE insurance covers emergency responders. Blue is true and red is false. If I had to guess, I would say true. But I'm known to lead people astray for those who are new to the stream. So I do not know the answers. I'm the social media person for a reason.
Yeah, the answer is false. I was like, how did they? Okay, they put true. I was like trying to figure out the numbers. I was trying to look see where we were. I was like, what number are we on? So I was like, the question earlier. I'm like, what number is this?
Jasmine got way lost.
I did. I was like looking for the. I was like, we're at number 8. Yeah. So no, TRICARE does not. It's not an automatic coverage for TRICARE. TRICARE's military. There's emergency responders typically have their a contract. They're like contract plan, kind of like a government workers plan is going to potentially have some sort of contract with a commercial carrier, like our federal plan, for example, is Federal Blue Cross Blue Shield, right? So there isn't a full coverage plan from the government ran. There's not a government ran full coverage plan for emergency responders. We should advocate for that. That would be a great thing, but we don't have one now. Nice.
All right. Looks like the top 3 still going at it.
Yeah. Looks good. And Malvina still has that 5 streak. It said, what is the meaning of PRN? What is the meaning of PRN? Red is prescription ready now. Blue is daily. Orange or yellow is as needed. And patient ready, green, is patient ready now.
I guess it is a little ambiguous on if it's yellow or orange. I've always just called it yellow. I never thought about it. Ooh, that one's trickier than I expected. This is one of the ones that I knew.
I was gonna say, well, I'm pretty sure this has been up here because we know that it's tricky. So this is evidence that you guys need to come some more trivias. You got to be a part of the trivia. Be more. Let's see. Yeah, someone on Facebook got it. I don't see the name.
Looks like Tamara. Hopefully
one
of those
awesome.
Correct.
Tamara got it. Yeah. So we are as needed is the definition of PRN. It's a very commonly used term, especially for our front end of the revenue cycle that are getting a lot of notes and comments from the providers. When they're scheduling the next appointments, they need to know this acronym, especially because it's either scheduling appointments or recommending the patient go, to pick up prescriptions. It's sometimes a dialogue that needs to be had and questions that might be coming in from those patients as well. So it is important for us to know what PRN means in the revenue cycle.
Yeah. And as one of the few questions that I do know, Normally, just here for somebody commenting red, prescription is probably going to be written RX just because that's way shorter and way less letters. So they probably just put RX ready now or ready for PU for like pickup. But it is a pretty good guess, to be fair, if you've never heard of PRN before.
Yeah, that's great. That's such a really great explanation there too, because there are a lot of people who use things like, PU, like you said, or RX in general is like the most common when we talk about the prescriptions and really in all healthcare specialties. So it's something to know that it's probably always going to say RX because of the fact that people are more familiar with that definition,
Yeah, it's funny because before I worked, I briefly for a while worked as a reception for a veterinary clinic. And even though I knew like RX is prescription, like I was, doing my training and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense that you would use that in your notes. Because I definitely remember getting tripped up of like, PRN, that's probably, like prescription or patient. And it's like, well, no, duh, because RX is medicine.
Right.
It's like so common you forget about it.
Yeah. And I love that too, because I even did the patient ready now, which is a really good guess because it would be logical thing that you would explain, or that would be the way that you would explain that the patient's back, good to go. But more common, we'll say prior to any of the things that we thought maybe we were creating, PRN was already taken. That is actually a derivative of the Latin word, like a lot of.
I was gonna say it's Latin, but I don't remember what it is. Any of the Latin knowers in the chat, feel free to drop it. We probably won't pronounce it, but we can throw it up on screen and give you, nerd credit for.
Yeah, I love it. Whoever wants to Google that, you should Google it. Even if you don't know it, just Google it. All right, what's our scoreboard looking like? Nice. Oh, it flashed. It flashed, but I don't think numbers changed.
I know. I don't think anyone got that last one, if I remember correctly. So,
all right.
Congrats to Swan for staying on top. Question 10. We're halfway there, but it's still anyone's game.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So Medicare only covers patients 65 and older. Blue true or red false? I feel like we've had this one before, and that's so much worse that I don't remember what the correct answer is. Tamara on Facebook thinks false, so I'm going to join her. I should listen to Facebook more often. I think that's what the internet's telling me.
Yeah, you guys did great. Yeah, we got a lot of falses. That's totally accurate. Medicare does cover in a lot of other circumstances. There's kidney failure, obviously, is one, but there are other instances in which someone can access Medicare. Disability is one of those as well. So there's a lot of there's even opportunities for like younger children that have Medicare that have disabilities that will receive Medicare coverage. So it's more rare. You're going to see more common that they're patients that are older than 65. But it is something to be aware of in case someone has a Medicare card and they're a child or something younger. So, yeah, I love the celebration hands. Yeah. Oh, hi, Alexa. Welcome. If you're just joining, we just got to the halfway point of our Kahoot game. So you're welcome to join. The pin code is on the screen and then somewhere scrolling on the bottom as well. And so if you want to join, we're right at the halfway point. And you still have an opportunity if you can answer the questions faster and get them all right. You can absolutely take the lead there.
Absolutely. Right. Yep. Links in the chat, code at the bottom. There's like a ton of ways to join.
We've got new names.
We've got V, we've got Linda on the board, and Swan's been overtaken. Good job, Pink Gal.
Yeah, Pink Gal, you've taken the number one spot. It must be the flowers in the hair. Swan looks more serious now. I think Swan that's so funny.
Jasmine exclusively picks her favorites based off accessories is what we're learning today.
Yeah, Linda's in the running because she's got hearts. So Linda, you're definitely in the running because you got hearts all over your head. So you guys see the numbers here. You see how they jumped really high, really fast. It has to do with the speed. So you absolutely, if you're jumping in now, I know there's a lot of other folks. We only see your name when you get into the top 5 slots. So if you're playing, you're like, why is my name not up there? You haven't made it to the top yet, but there's still time. So let's see what the next question is. What is the most compliant information used to verify a patient identity along with their name? What is the most compliant information used to verify a patient's identity along with their name? Red is address. Blue is social security number. Yellow is date of birth. Green is emergency contact's name.
It's like the only thing I was sure of is it wasn't blue.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Yeah. Ironically, it's not blue. You know, a lot of people, I would say that most people are thinking like, oh, well, identity, like, you know, identity theft usually involves their social security number, right? So your like first reaction might be to say blue, but the most secure way without, you know, divulging too much personal information there, especially personal financial information, is the date of birth. So date of birth is the most common when we are talking to our patients, when they're calling, we're looking to verify their name and their date of birth to make sure we know who they are. And that's also the same is true when we call insurances. We're verifying name and date of birth as the first methods, and then usually there's maybe other questions. So all good. I see some comments in there. Yeah, don't worry. Okay. Yeah, please let us know if you guys are having trouble ever with the apps. Let us know. And if you can't do it like right now, if you drop that in the Facebook group too, later on, we'd love to try to make sure, you know, we're clear on the hiccups that are happening so we can give you guys tips. So, whoa.
Wow, that was a big shakeup.
Right? You want to go over
Unexpected. I was just going to say that's a good point. We are streaming on Facebook, the Inlera University page. We have our Facebook group, Medical Billers Network, for the Medical Billers Network Live. And we are also streaming on LinkedIn as well as YouTube. So if it's not working on one, you can try to maybe go to a different website that might be giving you a little less trouble.
Yeah, so good. Look, you guys, this is so cute. I'm in love with simple things. They changed the faces when you drop down. I'm sorry, V. See V's little you were so excited, and then like in the last shot, it's like big eyes and like bouncing eyebrows, and now he's sad. I'm sorry, V. There's still time though. Stay in the running. All right, next question. True or false? VA in healthcare stands for Virginia. VA in healthcare stands for Virginia. True is blue, false is red.
It's definitely a possibility.
It's totally a possibility. What are we thinking? All right. Yay. Everyone got that right. It is false. What does VA stand for, Nichole? I'm just kidding.
It's Veteran Affairs, right?
Yeah, Veteran Affairs. And great job. Yeah, Veteran Affairs, Veteran Administration, I think is like one of the main terms of Veteran Affairs is the one that was utilized way longer. So the VA covers our vets, those who worked so hard for our freedom.
Yeah, my mom's a vet, so if I got that wrong, she'd be very mad.
My dad's a vet. He's celebrating in the background right now. Yeah, we love our vets over here. All right, let's see. Yes.
Swan back on top, but Malvina with the streak. So it's definitely still anyone's game so far. We still got a couple more questions.
There's some neck and neck. Malvina and Pink Gal right there too. Look at that.
Honestly, Linda and V have gotten a lot of points really quick. I don't want to discredit. They've been doing really well.
Yeah, it's so good. And they look, you guys are excited again. You see your emojis or whatever they call this, avatars. Your avatars, they're so cute. Your emojis. I wish they had emojis like that. All right, this is a quiz. What does the common abbreviation LM stand for? What does the common abbreviation LM stand for? LM is red. I'm sorry, excuse me. Last medication is red. The blue says left message. The yellow says lost medicine. The green says left message. Oh God, I said that wrong.
Blue is left meeting.
Sorry.
Which does not help if anyone has already clicked it. Perfect.
Sorry. That's my fault. I was excited to read off, but yay, everyone got it right. So cool. This is when you know you're in the billing world, especially usually. Ellen is such a common thing that we're utilizing like pretty much every day.
We use it all the time at the vet too. I think like anywhere that you have to call people, it's like, so left message on machine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I immediately thought it said left messages.
She just autocorrect.
Wait. When I saw it again, I was like, wait, there's two of them. No, there's not. That's what your eyes saw, Jasmine. All right, here's our
I'd like
scoreboard.
to think our RX question from earlier might have helped with the lost and left medication, maybe, that we would have used RX.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Awesome. Linda's on a winning streak, on an answer streak.
Nice. 4 in a row. Swan back on top, but there's still time.
Yep, we still have 7 more questions, or 6 more, I guess 6 more. What's the common acronym for twice daily? What is the common acronym for twice daily?
So, Jasmine, my challenge to you is when the wrong answers are revealed, I want to hear what you think the wrong acronyms are.
I was trying to
plan ahead.
I was trying to look at, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, a lot of people got it. So, I would have guessed, if I didn't know anything about healthcare, I probably would have guessed the red one, because twice in a day or something, something that kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's BID, which I was looking up the actual Latin, because I know it's Latin. Anytime we have these ones that don't make any sense, it's Latin. It says be in die is the Latin for why it says that, which means twice a day, twice daily. So
I think it's like B in or like the bi in bicycle, and then obviously per day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good point. Like bicycle. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think TID might be 3 times. Like try. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments. It's been like a year and a half since I had to use these.
Yeah.
But
it is.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the BD and the TD would be. Like twice. Today.
I don't know. Twice 2 times daily.
Maybe 2 times daily. That's a good guess. That's a much better guess.
I don't know about the BBD. For goodness sakes, that's along with OPP. It doesn't make sense. It was somebody else's. All right, let's check out our scoreboard. Right. Love it. You guys are there's a lot. This is becoming a very tight race here at the top. So you guys are doing a great job. And V, you and Linda are just neck and neck with with your places. You keep swapping places out. Look at Linda's sad face. So cute. It's so cute. All right. Next question, the quiz question. Who requires pre-authorization? Who requires pre-authorization? Red says insurance. Blue says doctor. Yellow says patient. Green, hospital. Who requires pre-authorization? All right.
This one was a little testy.
It is. Look, I mean, we've got evidence there. Yes. So the insurance is the one who determines the authorization requirements. So it is the insurance company that is stating, based on the plan, that this patient's policy requires authorization. Now, the doctor is the one who obtains the authorization. So there's the tricky, right? So the option is the one who I was
sorry, I hit my mouse and it freaked out.
No worries. I'm Sean. I'm authorization, yes. Did I not say Sean? I'm looking at the chat that
yeah.
Nichole said that.
I thought you were correcting me. Just ignore me.
I love it. Yay. Thank you for sharing that. You think it's fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right. We still have, I think, 5 or 4 more questions. So you guys stick in here and let's see who wins this baby. Scoreboard updates. All right, look at this. And Linda's back excited again. Your avatar's eyes are big and excited again. So I love these avatars. You guys are so cute. Okay, next question. You want to get this one?
Gal is pretty close behind Swan.
Oh, what is an example of fraud? What is an example of fraud? Red, correct coding. Blue, upcoding. Yellow, verifying patient information. Green, collecting the patient's copay.
Well, hopefully not correct coding. I hope that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. That would be wait, Why am I calling fraud? What happened? Yeah. So I'm very curious to know why. Maybe it was a slip of the screen or something, why we picked green, because I don't have any explanation as to why collecting the patient's copay could be a possible good answer. But yeah, I think if you don't know anything about these terms, correct coding and upcoding, then maybe that is why we didn't get the right answer, because upcoding means that you are choosing a code that potentially can be higher reimbursement only off the basis of the potential for higher reimbursement, not because the code was the accurate or the correct code to be utilized. So upcoding means that you're saying, oh, I'm going to get more money for this, so I'm going to use this code instead, which is definitely an incorrect way to operate as in a practice. So yes, correct coding is what we want to be doing. So let's see what our scoreboard looks like. Whoa, Linda, I'm sorry, V, you've got the 5 correct answers in a row going on there. That's awesome. All right, and here we go, Swan and Pink Owl, still this neck and neck going on. You want to get the next one, Nichole?
Sure, let's see. All right, true or false? Is abuse an error in billing? So blue is true and red is false. And we're getting a couple of comments that it's kind of timing out before we're done reading things. So the last couple of streams, we've had some connection issues. If that's happening, I'm really sorry. We'll try to read a little faster, and next stream we'll add more time to try to fix that per question. So I'm sorry if anyone's having difficulty.
Yeah, sorry about that. So this one's probably tricky just because there's not enough context. Yes, an error in billing, meaning you sent the wrong codes out. Even if it was, let's say, by mistake, you sent the wrong codes out, that can be considered abuse. And why? The reason why is because when we are in the billing world, part of our responsibility is to also have controls in place that prevent us from willy-nilly sending out a code before it's been verified, the accuracy has been verified. So it is important that you understand what your error rate is and that you're looking always to remedy it or improve it, right? So it's like if you're struggling with getting claims out clean and accurate, then it means that you probably need a better control, a better review process before the claim hits the door. And you now have to go back and do corrected claims. Okay. So it is considered abuse, which is kind of in the same realm of violating compliance. Okay. So it's not fraud because it's all about intent, right? Fraud means that you intended to send out the wrong thing because you wanted, like I said earlier, to use a code to get more money, something like that. Or to bill for something that wasn't even done. That's obvious fraud. Abuse is things like not having controls in place and not looking to try to improve your practice, right? So that is still a violation of compliance. Scoreboard updates. Nice. All right, it's getting tighter. I'm seeing it.
Got a couple in the 7,000s. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like the moment we get to 10,000, that means we've got a master, a whiz in here. Because I don't think we've gotten. I don't know. We got to check the old streams, but I don't think we've gotten into 5-digit numbers. So
we've done it a couple of times. Some of the more contentious ones. There was one where all of the top 3 were in the 10,000s. It was a real close race.
Wow, that means it was too easy.
You have to take that up with Carrie.
Or that means you guys are here all the time and you know everything, which is amazing. We're proud of that too.
Because we do take questions from previous streams.
Yes, so. Exactly. You could be on the...
True or false, the patient should pay their copay at the time of service. Blue is true, red is false. Let's see. But yeah, so if you've been tuning in the recent streams, you might notice some things that Jasmine's covered before. Yay! Congrats, everyone.
Got it all right. I love that. Let's see. Wow. We're getting close. Y'all are going to hit 10,000. I feel it. Let's see. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Glad you're in here. I know that it's probably, it seems like you're probably just joined when you answer the questions. We're on our last couple of questions here. Next time when you guys are joining, make sure you get onto the Kahoot so you can be on the scoreboard as well as you answer. What does COB stand for? What does COB stand for? Red, coagulation of benefits. Blue, comprehension of benefits. Yellow, computer-assisted organization of benefits. And green, coordination of benefits.
Well, B is probably benefits.
Good stuff. Love it. Everybody got it right. Yes.
You guys.
I know. That first one made me giggle because it was like, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. Coagulation.
A little bit.
Coagulation of benefits. That was a mouthful. So I feel like it's like really a dead giveaway when I can't even pronounce the word.
Or when you autocorrect the correct answer.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a dead giveaway. I love it. Way to go, guys. All right, no one has tripped up, so we're not going to go over that. Let's check out the scoreboard. Woohoo!
Look at all those numbers.
All right, Pinka, you've got that streak of 3 answers in a row. The next one's our last one. Nicole's going to get this one for us.
All right. Let's see. What is the ANSI code for a professional claim? Oh boy. So red is 835-P, blue is 937-P, yellow is 837-P, and green is 831-P. So lots of options that are very similar.
We're going to say that it's definitely one with a P.
For sure. And it has a 3 in it. I'm convinced. 3 and a P, definitely.
Yeah. A 3 and a P. We picked the one with a 3 and a P. I love it. All right. Yeah, this is tricky because if you aren't, so Nichole ANSI, ANSI, we usually call ANSI.
I was going to, and I was like, nah, they wouldn't do that. There's no way.
Listen, in healthcare, it's like some things, we giggle about it, but some things don't really make sense if you're not in healthcare, right? It's like COB. Like, why don't we just say COB? Like, because we just prefer to say COB instead. But but when it's ANSI, we're like, of course it's ANSI. Like, why would it be ANSI? Like,
this is my formal apology to everyone that I've upset.
The ANSI gods that are like, can't believe you. We're going to strike you down from our heavens above. No, ANSI, you guys. Okay, so ANSI is the standardization, and I'm not going to talk in grave detail about that, but ANSI was the rule that allowed us to get standardization in healthcare. It comes by way of HIPAA, Title II. Basically, ANSI is the way that we can organize our data that's transmitted between us and insurance carriers and other organizations so that they can be sent through technology, methods of technology. So it essentially allows us to be able to do things like transmit claims and receive the ERAs, or the electronic remittances, the details about payment electronically versus on paper. Okay, so there's 2 different types. This is why it's confusing for my folks, because 835s is the way that we receive the detail for payment. That's our ERAs, the electronic remittance advice. 837 is the claim, right? The actual claims data. So in previous years, that the paper claim that would go out on the HICFA claim, as they called it, or CMS 1500, that data can be transmitted electronically by way of the 837 professional claim. So there's your lesson in it. It's not wrong. I mean, 835 is good that you know it. I'm glad no one picked the other 2 that are nothing related to healthcare, just trickery. So let's see what does our scoreboard look like? Drum roll, please. 3rd place, Malvina. Yay! See the ice cream? The ice cream did it for you. Pink gal.
And number 1, I have a guess. Swan. Did not break 10,000 though. So
we were so close.
All right. So for Swan and Pink Gal, what you're going to need to do is, if you have 2 devices, you can just take a picture of the screen with the winnings on it. If you're doing the Kahoot on your phone, you can go ahead and screenshot, or if you're really, tech savvy and know how to do it on your computer, do it that way then. And once you've got your winning screen saved here, oh, apologies, quick correction. Somebody on the team is actually Swan. So Malvina gets moved up to second and Pink Gal gets moved up to first. So Malvina, if you haven't left yet, if you can also screenshot yourself, and what you, Malvina and Pink Gal, can do is go ahead and send your screenshot here to learn@inlera.com. This way, we just have proof that you are who you say you are, and we can go ahead and send you that Amazon gift card. Carrie and I always forget how much it is, so maybe Jasmine knows off the top of her head what it is.
Way to put me on the spot.
That's what I do best.
I think it's 20.
I think it's 20 for first and 15 for second. But
no.
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
we're getting thumbs up from the green room. So yes,
20 people in the back.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
It's really, really helpful to have people fact check you. Pro tip. Let's see. Yay! I'm glad, Linda, you had fun. Fun and informational is what we're going for. So I'm glad we managed to meet it. Yes, congrats to the winners. Thank you, Velma. Glad you had fun as well. We've got Nichole. I've never seen it with an N. That's cool. You're welcome.
That's a great name.
And, yeah, sorry about if the timing's weird or if we had some sort of issues. We've had some connection stuff the last couple of streams. I know for me, they're like redoing the internet in my area, so I don't know if they're doing that by you, Jasmine, but maybe that was part of it.
You know what it is too? I believe, excuse me, it's the delay from when we're streaming, I believe, and the question. So because we're doing a screen share, and so I do think what we'll do next time, what Nichole said earlier, is extend the answer time, because I think, and I don't know what the number of seconds are, but there's definitely and it's for the sake of, like, if we do anything naughty, they could pull the plug on us. So yeah, there's definitely a delay from our live stream, and I want to make sure you guys get the opportunity to answer. So yeah, yay. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for sharing the feedback. That's amazing. We love that you guys are here hanging out with us.
Let's see. Oh, that's cool, Marina. First time. Fun. Awesome. And yes, congrats to everyone who made it out and did really great, honestly. It was pretty close for a while there. Yeah.
It was a great game. You guys did amazing.
Between finding another device and changing diapers. Yeah, you did great. I'm assuming Linda was on the board. So if that is correct, then definitely did awesome. We love multitasking here.
Yeah, you get a high five for that. If you guys are doing other things, making dinner, changing diapers, trying to finish up work, and playing with us on the live stream. So.
Awesome. Yes, it was the same Linda. So yes, congrats. And anyone else who made it to the leaderboard and was multitasking. Yeah, doing homework, doing dishes, cooking dinner. Good for you for answering questions and doing things.
Being a part of it. Yeah, thank you for hanging in with us. Thank you for hanging out with us.
If there were any questions that you guys felt like maybe weren't fully explained while we were going through it, or anything you wanted to elaborate on, we have Jasmine. I think I was on the wrong side. We have Jasmine over here to elaborate on things. So if there's anything that you've been thinking about all week since last stream, or if you just wanted to ask some further questions on any of the topics we went over today, you may have noticed everything was reception themed. That is because we are kind of highlighting our medical office reception course this month. So this stream is really kicking off the theme for the month. All the rest of the streams are going to be a little bit themed around front office reception sort of issues. So I'm going to drop that link here if you were curious, if you wanted to check it out, if you felt like you could use a little bit of brushing up on those skills if you didn't do too great on the quiz. So let's see.
And we often get the question of, like the reception concept and why reception in medical billing world, like receptionists, those of you who, if you're new to billing, may not be aware of this, but reception is, those are the guys that are in charge of capturing all of the information that we use to do our jobs. So what they do is extremely vital, and it's really helpful when you on the billing side know everything there is to know about a great receptionist and can help support and advise the receptionists, because most of them, those of you who have been in healthcare know most of them are entry level. Really, they're just getting started in healthcare. Like it's their very first role potentially in healthcare, and a lot of it's brand new. And so they need the support from folks who are a little bit more seasoned that can say, hey, this is why it's important that you get so-and-so's date of birth, or this is why it's important for you to take a copy of the insurance card, or, those kinds of things. So, so you understanding what they do or what they're responsible for, and really what the function is that they are serving each day, it's absolutely something that you want to make sure that you continue to keep your skills fresh, and so you can add more value to what you do as a biller. So, or what you're looking. So I love this. Let's see if you can finish 15. Let's see if you finish. Yeah. That's great. That's great advice. If you finish 15 with friggin', can you take let's see. Can you take it if you finish the 15? Oh, I would hope so. 15 months is a long time. Hour 15? Not ours. We don't have 15 months.
I was going to say, that's new.
Wait, we don't have one that's 15 months. No, I would say you should be able to, but of course it depends on what the focus is with your program. Like some programs are holistic in nature, meaning they're not specific to coding. They're like talking medical billing or like revenue cycle topics, and they're not drilling too far down the path of coding. And CPC is you have to be comfortable coding, because the majority of the test is going to require you to code, or at least be able to research things in your code book. So absolutely be prepared to be coding if you're sitting for CPC. If you're taking a billing course, or one that's more kind of general in nature, as I mentioned, that's probably something you could take a CPB for. That is the Certified Professional Billers course. After 15 months, I would hope that if you're taking one that's general, that you could take it, because it's a long time. So we'll hope that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Linda says, yes, my front girls definitely need this video. Yeah. We have them come and hang out with us for the next few weeks. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about the front end of the revenue cycle, or just watch it on the replay. But it's always fun to do it live. I like. Yeah.
Come to realize that CPC is not my passion.
Linda, I had the same realization a bunch of years ago, but I started in the world of billing and thought, you needed coding at that time was the only thing that had a credential, CPC, and I got it, and it was like, I hate this. I don't like this job. I don't like the coding part of it. It's like you have to enjoy sitting with big code books and getting comfortable, reading. And I love reading, but getting comfortable reading documentation a large part of the day. If that's something that you really like, if some great coders, those of you who are in, most coders are quite they like to keep to themselves. They're good with working from home, because they've probably been doing it for a long time, or even when they weren't working from home, they were way in the back office in their little corners, you never saw them anyway. That's not who I am. If you did not know that, hi, my name's Jasmine. I like to talk a lot, so I'm not the person that would be in the back corner of the office with a code book. I just don't have that in me. So So
you could say CPB is your goal.
Yeah, I would say that. Yes, Linda, CPB is here. Yeah, I like that.
Well, if CPB is also your goal, we have a CPB course, so you should check that out.
Yeah, I love that plug there, Nichole. She just popped the link in there. We're about to start the coaching, the CPB coaching, and we're getting ready to gear up for our round of our next program for full medical billers excellence. So if you're new to billing or need to get kind of more knowledge under your belt before you sit for CPB, CPB readiness coaching is very targeted to folks who are already in billing. We move through the information very fast. It's not meant for someone who is brand new to billing because you're missing the actual content. What we're trying to do is make sure you understand the concepts for the test. The content is kind of a precursor to it. You have to actually know a little bit about the revenue cycle, or not a lot about the revenue cycle. And then we're going to kind of take all of that knowledge and really center it specifically around the CPB exam. So it's important. So okay. I love, this. Exactly, Linda. So this is why we have another course if you're in the world of healthcare, but don't really know what people do. I love to talk at the end of our courses. We have a medical billers 101 course. At the end of that course, like we talk about here's the job of a biller. Like this is what they do. And if all these things sound interesting, you probably could be a great biller. If all of this sounds like torture and you don't like it, like the idea of investigating and fighting and things like that, writing appeals, that's stuff that's part of the day in the life of, so to speak. So you're going to need to be accustomed to that as being a main fixture in your world. And if you don't like it, you probably will not like to be a biller. And so I think it's so important that people know what they're getting into before they go sit for a test, right? So any of the 101 level courses that we're offering on our side are always going to have a great wrap. It'll be inexpensive and it'll have a great wrap at the end that says, here's what you are going to expect and here are the qualities that you need to have in order to be successful in this position. Otherwise, don't waste your time and your money by taking a full program. So awesome.
So if it sounds like CPB is for you, join Linda and click on the link below to sign up.
Nice. Yeah, CPB, you guys are I'm really excited. I work with you guys directly on CPB. It is an instructor led program. So if you have any questions about anything, the email that we popped up there earlier, do we have that still?
I can just drop it again. That's probably easier.
Okay, cool. It's learn@inlera.com. That's LEARN@inlera.com. Learn@inlera.com.
Sorry, there's email. I just liked that Linda jumped in the chat and she was like, yes, so join Linda. She wants classmates.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And my friends who are new onto the channel, there were a few new names. We do now medical billers meetup. It's a mouthful. MBM, we're calling it. So our medical billers meetup. Thanks, Linda. I love that.
Linda's the best type woman. This is great.
Yeah, you're fast typer there, Linda. That's why you're doing the changing diapers and being superwoman over there too, while doing a test.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But yes, the Medical Billers Meetup, it's happening every other month. So it's not this month, it'll be next month. We had the date picked out. I just have to click on the calendar. It should be the 15th, so that third Tuesday of August. So that announcement's going to be coming up in the next week. If you want to go ahead and join our Medical Billers Network, which is our Facebook group, that's usually where we make the announcement. We try to make it a group exclusive, if you will. So you can join Jasmine, myself, Tamika probably, and whoever else in the Facebook group wants to join, kind of share your knowledge with the rest of the community. It's like a little Zoom hangout, basically, where you get to join other people, talk about different medical billing topics. Last time, I think we talked about the revenue cycle, right?
Yeah.
So for all the people who missed that question, that'd be a really good place to brush up on your knowledge, share what you know with other people. It's a really good kind of low stakes networking, basically. It's really not intimidating.
I like that. Low stakes networking. That's a great way to put it. And for sure, a great opportunity for those of you who are struggling with questions or things that maybe concepts that you aren't sure about before going to sit for a test, or maybe just before you choose to embark upon a particular avenue for a career in the billing world. It's a great place to come. There were a lot of new folks that are just getting into new specialties, or folks that have a lot of experience but are brand new in a particular specialty. It's just a good opportunity for them to say, hey, I'm new to this and I don't know what to do, what resources to tap into, those kinds of things. So it's a safe space, no judgment. Our desire is to create a really great community that you guys can feel supported in. So totally jump into that. And then my friends who are applying to be in the Facebook group, we have a lot of folks that are in our application process, but we are not approving you unless you say yes to the questions. You have to agree to the rules that are there, and you have to answer the questions about experience. So you have to answer all of those qualifying questions before we will consider you coming in. Specifically, I care more about the rules, really. You guys, I need to know. I need to know that you're going to be respectful and that you're like, you care about the group that you're joining. And if you don't read them, then how do I know? So read the questions and say yes if you agree, and you will absolutely be admitted into the Medical Builders Network Facebook group. So there's not many other requirements except that, we want you guys to know that it's a community that's there to support others and not a place of criticism or judgment. There's some low jabs that go on in other Facebook groups that I don't want to, low blows, I guess is probably the right word. Low jabs. I mean, low jabs probably would hurt too. Yeah. But there's some stuff that goes on that's really not kosher in my book that I don't want going on in our Facebook group. So it's very important to me that you guys read those rules. So cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of great discussion normally there. People start their own posts, talk about their own topics, and honestly, sometimes if it gets enough traction, we're like, maybe we should cover that next week. So you kind of have a direct tap into maybe what the next topic is going to be, just if it has enough kind of community engagement. Versus, we do look at like YouTube comments and stuff. Of course, we have, trust me, a massive list of topics to cover, but sometimes having more community feedback in one place can be a little helpful. So
Totally.
we highly recommend it.
Totally. Yeah. And Jasmine is going to start, and I said Jasmine like she's a totally different person. The Jasmine, that Jasmine, I've just lost my focus. There we go. Jasmine is going to start doing more live only in the Facebook group as well. So my Facebook group folks who are there right now know that before I was doing some kind of pop-up live discussion. So we're going to be doing that a lot more. So some little tips and things like that.
So sorry to hear that, Linda. I hope that we didn't miss your comment. I hope it was just like maybe other people missed it. If we missed it, we're sorry.
Yeah.
It was not intentional.
I appreciate you for sharing that. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. All right. Cool. I'm just checking to make sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless there's anyone else who has any questions, comments, concerns.
Love it.
Sorry, Linda's MVP in my opinion for the chat today. This has been great.
Exactly. Thanks for keeping the conversation going, Linda. If there's no other questions,
the more you respond, the more likely you are to end up on the stream.
Yeah. What are we talking about next week?
What are we talking about next week is an excellent question. Let me
Are we talking career stuff? I feel like we were going down the path of careers.
That does sound probable.
I'm not to put Nichole on you.
What I was going to say was, speaking of ending up on stream, we do have, for those of you who are still hanging out with us on YouTube, we are approaching very quickly our 10,000 subscriber goal. So if you want to be involved in our little oh, there we go. Sorry, my computer popped up something funny. If you want to be involved in our 10,000 subscriber celebration, we have a little Google form. We just wanted to get some like medical billing stories, some information about kind of how you got here, how your journey has been, because Jasmine talks about her journey all the time. We know that one. What's going on with you guys? So it's in the Facebook, it's in the YouTube. I'll throw it on the LinkedIn when I have a second here. Just yeah, we're happy to read the story. That's kind of what the forum is for, but we're also open to maybe featuring some stories, like you guys telling it on the live. So if you want to hop on and submit your information there, we'd love to be in contact with a few people and get to showcase some of the actual members of the community here. But on the topic of what we're actually covering next week.
No, I love that. That's such an important thing, you guys. We're so excited to be getting to 10,000. We have some surprises and things in store for that celebration episode. So totally be a part of that by sharing your story. And like Nichole said, it's whatever way you want it to be shared. We would love to have you join us here live, but I know live isn't for everybody. So if you're like, you just want to send it to me, I'm so happy to talk all about you and talk you up here on the live stream and tell your story and inspire some people and, get people just excited about what we do here.
So yes, we would love to see some responses on there. But for next week, we're going to be talking about recession-proof jobs. So Jasmine was right.
Yes, career stuff. So I'm excited about that conversation. Nichole, you're joining me again next week, or is that the following week?
That'll be the 20th, I think.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
20th. So
All
next
right.
week it's just you.
Recession-proof jobs, and the prompting for that discussion was there's a couple of comments over the last couple of weeks around people struggling to find jobs in healthcare, or really like around the path and the direction of what they are looking for in the billing arena, so a revenue cycle. So hopefully you guys find that valuable, and those of you who have been in it for a while and been very successful at finding positions, I'd love for you guys to be a part of that conversation, so you can add a lot of value, help folks feel supported, and help give maybe some tips and tricks that you have up your sleeve.
Yeah, absolutely. I think actually this topic specifically was inspired by a couple comments, but somebody who commented last week, we kept messing up their name, so I don't want to say it in case they're still here. We don't need like 3 videos of us butchering their name. Yeah. But yeah, specifically there was somebody on YouTube who made a comment. So again, if you have any topics you want us to cover, please let us know. It will probably be covered soon. We do have a large pile, but sometimes if it's asked enough, or if it's tied in enough to something we were already looking at, we'd love to feature it in the next stream or video, because we're trying to post those again too.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think about those videos too as you get to the new ones. So the ones that are coming out, we'd love your feedback. And always, like Nichole has mentioned a couple of times, please feel free to use the comments, any comments, whether it's this video or other ones that you're watching, to let us know what you want to hear about, because Nichole is a whiz and she gathers all those and makes it feel like she's, makes it feel clear about where our next path is, or like helps us decide where we need to take the information in our next live. So there's a lot of opportunity for what you need answered to be answered here. So. All right, my friends.
I think that's it. I haven't seen any new comments roll in a minute.
Cool. Marina, what? There we go. Love that. What day and time will be the discussion next week?
So, join us live weekly on Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in a different time zone, I can't do math for you. So that's what the internet is for. But yes, so we have a weekly live stream here on YouTube, Facebook, Medical Billers Network Facebook group, and LinkedIn. Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we do videos that I try to get posted on Monday, or no, Tuesday. Tuesday is videos. So new videos some Tuesdays, but every week live streams on many social medias. You can find all of our links, courses, new videos, pretty much everything right here. So if you want to see what we're up to, what's going on, I think I've got the survey for the 10,000 on there. I've got our latest video. I'll be updating it for the stream tomorrow. We've got all of our courses, all of our social medias. We have a TikTok we post on sometimes. We've got everything. So if you're looking for Jasmine in lots of places, that's the place to find it.
Love that. Amber, you're here, but we're getting ready to go. But it's great to see you anyway. It's great to see you. I love Elizabeth says.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I love
the worst part is, like, my hobby is a math game. I should be better at math.
I always get confused with Mountain and Central and where its division is, So like Arkansas, I would think would be Central, right? But I have to look at a map because I forget, like Arkansas is in that middle area that I don't remember all the states since I was in, middle school. So Linda, we see your chat. We'll take a look and see if we can get to your question tonight. See what you had. So we'll take a look at it and respond to you. Thanks for Thanks for that. I love accountability.
Yes, sometimes we just need a little push. If we did
Yeah.
miss you, apologies. Sometimes asking again is all it takes.
Yeah, definitely. Be persistent. Be persistent. It's not the word. That's not
Oh.
I think it's aggressive, but
How to find us on LinkedIn if you don't have a Facebook account. So Jasmine herself is a public figure, so you can look up. Oh, you don't have your little name tag thing. I just realized.
I think it goes away when you share.
When I have the comment, my bad. I covered it. That's on me. So Jasmine Viales is on LinkedIn, and you can find her there. Otherwise, we are Inlera University, and then there's Inlera, the real company who doesn't do education stuff. They just do medical billing. So you can follow all of them. But
She's the real company.
You like that?
The real company.
So technically, I think we stream under Jasmine's main page. I don't think you can stream as a company. That'd be kind of weird, like watching Coke or something. But
should be a thing, but it's not. Is there two? The links. Yes.
Yeah. So links links.co/InleraU. I'll throw it up there again. That's kind of like you might have heard of like a link tree or something. It's basically one website with a bunch of links. That's where everything is. If you want to go there, you can find everything.
Just to pop onto all the things to stay
That's definitely the easiest place to find everything. And we do try to put stuff in descriptions. So I think if you go to the description wherever you're watching, it should have the links page and it should have all the other socials. So you can kind of go either way with that one. Because you're on YouTube. So in YouTube on the description, you can find almost everything. And then here on the links page, you can also find everything. We're trying to be real consistent.
There's not a typo. It's actually two I's. The company it's liinks.co is the name of it. So
I never realized it's not .com. That kind of bothers me now.
I actually like the .co, but it's because it's shorter and sweeter.
That's fair. Extra I, no M.
Exactly. No M, extra I. We swapped out the I for the M.
I appreciate it a lot. No worries. All for supporting each other. Exactly. And that's what we're kind of hoping with our Medical Billers Network, with the Medical Billers Meetup. That's kind of exactly what we're about here. So you're in the right place.
Yeah. So cool. So cool.
Yes. I think unless there is any other questions, yes, it's not a typo. It's definitely two I's. But thank you for checking, because it does happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think unless there are any other questions, or if Jasmine has anything else she wants to talk about, I think we will also be saying good night and hopefully see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week when we talk about recession-proofing jobs. Recession-proof jobs. All right, my friends, have a beautiful evening, and we'll see you in the next live.
Bye.
Bye.